I'm paraphrasing here, but what makes someone weird will become their superpower or what they make money at down the line?
Everything that people made fun of me for makes me money now. Oh, you're so weird. Oh, you're so detailed. Oh, like all that stuff. It's your that is what's going to make you stand out. And so for the people I think that are bullied a lot, the stuff that people are. So if anybody, I actually really want to say this. So thanks for bringing it up. If somebody bullies you on something, what they're doing is they just spotlighted what is special about you. So you double down on that. And that's what's going to help you stand out. Like they just did you a favor, turn that negative into a positive. And your weakest point, your weakness is also your strength. It's just about the moderation of it. So yeah, it's all the people that, growing up, they made fun. I'm like, enjoy your cubicle job, that's it.
And so now, when did it turn for you where you could celebrate being different?
Oh God.
For whatever it is that you
like 5 years into my career. Because for the first 5 years, I kept thinking, like, it's going to be over now. It's going to be over. It's going to be over, And so I got lucky. And I was like, hey, maybe all these luckies are actually adding up to be, like, actually have the talent for it, But I never allowed myself to celebrate because it's stupid, but it's a cultural thing that when you stop and you celebrate, you lose it. So you don't ever really want to, show off about something. You don't want to be, even though you see all the Middle Eastern people with their Mercedes Benzes and, like expensive purses and stuff, but like, look back for a second and then keep going forward. I didn't allow myself to celebrate myself. Only the past really 3 years have I been trying to pause after each win and go, okay, give yourself a minute. And what did you do good today or this shoot? And then go, okay, cool. Now keep moving forward. But I never allowed myself to look back. And that exhausts you.
Do you think it's because it's also scary? You almost feel like it's like bad luck or something?
Bad luck, and I don't want to lose it. And I don't want to get cocky, and I don't want to get high on my own supply. And I've seen too many people fall as I'm climbing. I've seen too many people fall. I'm like, I'm never going to be egotistical about it. I'm never going to put somebody down. I'm never going to step on somebody. Good karma, good energy if you can. Yeah. The most memorable people in my career are the ones that helped me a lot and the ones that really sent me down the wrong path. So.
Does it take several years of distance to appreciate both?
Distance from what exactly?
From the situation or from just your initial meeting with them?
Well, initial meeting with the people that...
Yeah, let's say you had a negative experience or a good experience, but maybe you don't see that until years later and realize, wow, that person was a great teacher for me, and I did not know that.
Jamie, the night that he told me about instincts and stuff, I was like, you're such a jerk. I went home and then things start coming out and I start sharpening this tool of my instincts that took years to really appreciate, right? And then when I told him, he's like, yeah, I know you're a fan of my work. And I was like, okay, I regret telling you. But I love him. He's like a brother now. And so so here's when before the Madonna thing, I first once tried to get an internship from Craigslist. That right there should have been a lesson, okay? I went and they were meeting in the back of a furniture store in Wilshire Boulevard. And I remember going and I was like, I'm just gonna impress these people. And I had read a book that I went and I drove all the way to LA to a bookstore called Samuel French. And I'm gonna buy a book and it says How to Make It in Hollywood, okay? And I read that book from cover to cover and I underlined and everything. I was like, so an agent does this. And I memorized it. It was so stupid, but I did all that stuff. And I went out there and I was like, hi, I'm Walid. And I went to go shake his hand. And he looked at me and he said, can you go to Subway and get me a sandwich? Didn't say hello, didn't shake my hand. But it was the first, I almost want to say that was my first job, per se, in the industry. even though it was like a 1 week free internship, you know. It was a student film, possibly, or whatever it was. It looked like a student film, but I'm bitter still. But I remember crossing the street, and I remember going to the subway, and I remember telling myself, when you make it, you won't do that to anybody else. I absolutely remember like looking down. I never will forget that image from my head. And I was just like, you're going to do it differently. But I didn't know how I was going to help people, but I just, you know, that left a mark on me.
So you worked on that film for a week?
About a week or two, that's, you know. And I may or may not have accidentally checked his IMDb several times just to see. And I'm like, see, that's the kind of person you're not ever going to go far.
Wow.
But that left a mark on me. But
yeah.
I think good came out of that. Because I tried to help, I tried to help as many people as I can.